The Daily Code Snippet. This week we will discuss the CSS for images. From previous videos we discussed that it is better to define the width and height using CSS rather than HTML attributes. Here is an example. Our HTML image element source equals assets/images/lakethomas.png. Alt equals a scenic view of a lake with trees on the far shore and seagrass in the foreground. It's sunny with a few clouds in the sky. Title: a view of Lake Thomas in the sea pines of Hilton Head, South Carolina on a sunny day. By setting the height to auto, the browser will automatically calculate the height to display the image based on how you are limiting the width. This is how the image will look. Because we have set a fixed width, if the user were to make the browser smaller, the image will get cut off. So rather than using fixed widths, we may instead want to use a percentage to make our image responsive. Our HTML remains the same. Instead, we will use a 100% for our width so that our image will scale to the full width of the containing element. In this case, we are in a section since we are using our demo page previously described, and our section is in a container that is 80% of our browser width. This is likely to be wider than our fixed width of 600 pixels. Let's take a look. So we see that it is indeed much wider as we are telling the browser to display the image at 100% of the width of the containing element. Here is the full image. What if we really want the image to display at the original fixed width size and be centered in the space? Our HTML again remains the same. In order to center the image, we must turn our image first into a block element. So we need to add a CSS rule for display and set it to block. We will set the width to 53%, which is approximately the same as our fixed width of 600 pixels. Also, we really don't need to explicitly state the height, as the default is that the browser will assume you want the displayed height to be proportional to your set width. Finally, we need to set the margin left to auto and the margin right to auto. You can either set these separately or use the shorthand. This is the result. And now, because our images are responsive, when we resize the browser, the images will scale appropriately and not be cut off. Although for the centered image, you may actually want to change the width to 100%, because as you make the browser width smaller, the centered image becomes harder to read. Presented by Designers Learn Code.